YouTube! So today we finally got the 4.7 update and the newest Archon Quest that includes both Traveler and Dainsleif. Can you imagine it's been over a year we haven't seen this man, and it's finally time. He's here, he's back, and he's ready to give us some lore. And as far as you know, we're also gonna be meeting our lost sibling in this quest. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video and see what lore they have prepared for us this time. Bedtime Story. It's time.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before. Archon class.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system.
You mean like more
In
like
fact,
Archon Quest
this
commission?
is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
Oh?
It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Bro, we have the we have the highest completion rate. A flattery will get you anywhere with 5 minutes.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Who would be the
villagers,
though?
They don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Oh, is it Dainsleif?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all.
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere.
Okay.
It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them.
Yes, it wasn't a joke at least.
Putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first.
I don't like what direction
the
this is going to be
Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Let's go to the source!
Let's go!
It's our time!
I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Let's go! Let's see what it's all about.
You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where does he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Like, how do you not know the name, though?
Okay. Guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Okay.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy.
Okay.
In his early 20s, probably.
How's he gonna describe
Incredibly kind
this
sort of person. Always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that.
Now that you started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before.
Right?
Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
I mean, it's a possibility.
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh.
I mean...
Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
If someone really wanted to, they would, technically.
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With
Let's
my
go.
failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely.
Never seemed
In
lonely.
fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
Okay.
He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village.
Okay.
And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears.
That sounds like a
He
good
always knew just
person.
what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such
Basically,
a nice
he was, like,
and gentle
really
person.
important then.
No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Someone has to know some detail, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember.
Why no
No
one
matter how
remembers,
you
though?
look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come.
Like,
Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
the other person didn't
It's
remember too. It's
okay.
like they
There's no need to
knew, but they
force
don't
yourself to try and
remember. So
remember.
what is happening?
We'll figure something out.
Like, you don't just forget.
Well, Traveler,
Or something that you hold like so significant. There's probably more to this case than meets the
I
eye.
don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
And it's not like
Someone
Emerson
who
type of
only
thing, because
exists
with
in
Emerson you wouldn't even
people's
have the
memories?
memory. Could it be that what happened with Greater Lord Rokadevata, like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Literally, as I was talking about Emerson.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
But it, like, you know, you wouldn't have the
Sure
memories
are.
then.
We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
Oh.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot.
We cannot be for
When
sure.
you're close to the missing villager, are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me.
Oh.
there's a place I'd like to show you.
She's got something.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me.
Oh?
It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk.
Okay.
Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin.
Do you see like the shadows that like go on the tree,
like at a time,
they almost like
never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar
It's meant to
Village.
be like a highlight.
The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
What if this person they only met around this tree?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get what you mean.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out. They're smiling.
Oh, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well.
Wild ideas.
Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away.
Yeah, that is like,
it
can mean a lot of things.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
The sun would be in the same position in the sky?
When you're relaxed, right?
Why would it be in the same position?
What's wrong, Traveler?
It's always the same time of the day and the time never seems to pass. No, literally, like, why would it be in the same... Based on what we learned, this is definitely not the regular missing persons case. What Atuna just told about a time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. I looks really worried. Wait, like he literally was fighting.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Ooh, wait, what is the setup? Wait, there were some enemies there, and they just appeared.
Disorder. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Wait, this is getting interesting. What? Is he gonna attack us?
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
We defeated them!
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up.
Spoiler.
If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
This early. The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately.
There we go.
They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something, that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
He's just making them disappear like...
It's you two.
Gone. Poof.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yes.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
Okay. Look at Dainsleif.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then.
Okay.
That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally.
Fair enough.
Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yes.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Oh, it could be in
So
motion
you
too.
think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
Could it be?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Okay.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Okay.
Don't
Good.
worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. You return to Vimara village. You gotta enter based on what you learned. You question the villagers about the things. Went by so quickly.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village.
Wait, are we looking at the
Someone
moon?
who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Oh yeah! It's after the Caribert!
Traveler, let me ask you this.
It's not?
Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Ooh, what? Oh! I want to have faith in her?
I sense hesitation in your words. After
Yeah.
all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
How did you
There's
know?
still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary.
The
I'm
Visionary.
loath to admit it, but he is also my kin,
Oh?
my older brother.
Your
Older
brother?
brother? What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Kanya back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners
Five
of Kanya.
sinners of
The
Kanya.
wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedderfolnir. Gold, Rhindaughter.
Wait,
The foul, Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar.
Yeah!
Rhyndaughtr is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master.
Yeah!
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruined fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely World Falner's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us.
Okay.
Together.
6 of us.
We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the
But he said there was
Vinster
like
King
5 sinners.
Continuing to rock the
But there were
foundation
6 of them.
the world.
Didn't he?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something
Oh, the fact
more.
that they're...
They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners.
Yeah, including himself, yeah.
But also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
My sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate.
Loom of Fate.
It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Okay.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true
what would be the
objective.
in that case?
Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
They are, and one of the things that flows through ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
I believe you've done that. Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing persons. What's the connection between all of this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Okay. Ooh, this is pretty. But wait. Wakey wakey!
So tired.
I'm tired too. I slept
I used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today. Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh,
Ooh.
young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
What's going
There
on?
appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Oh.
Memories of him.
What?
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
Maybe for everyone he's just a dream.
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm
What?
certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you
I
remember?
remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Why would it? What would be the point of it?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Oh. Is the eye still safe? What if that memory
Your
is real
concerns
too?
are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that.
Yeah, if
just
it
yet.
was, that would be scary.
However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so
Okay.
you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Yeah, see? But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place. To force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Either way,
Of course.
Dane. I trust him. Like,
So you hid it
disappear
way
out of
out
nowhere.
here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
I don't think so.
Traveler, wait.
Oh, something is happening to him.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What happened? What was I going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
That's... Oh. 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 Okay, I guess we're in. Is it like an elevator thing or something? What is that? Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. I think we'll have to like light that up then properly as well. Let's see. What we gotta do.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Runes pointing in the direction of the light. Okay, 1, 2. Think. Oh, there we go.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go.
Let's
Our
go.
destination is just up ahead.
Let's go in. I could have missed that chest. Okay. Show us. Show us everything. Pew, 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 pew. Like, I wonder, like, how is it like gonna get to like that guy and like the whole this thing? Okay, the first reaction. Okay, what is this place? What did they do there?
Looks like we can't go any further.
Yeah, it's like the end, almost like.
Be on your guard.
Oh.
I sense the presence of the abyss.
Oh, he sounds the abyss. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit.
They're here.
Yeah, we gotta fight. If only we were able to try Dainsleif like in this. In this.
Right here. Emerge.
Like I don't even know like what he would be as.
Right now.
Okay, gotta defeat it. Okay, I'm gonna like put this up as well. What do you mean I have? You know what? That didn't happen. Yes, I do not have C1 left.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Yep.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
See what? What is happening to him though?
Dane? What's wrong?
Traveler's like...
Can you
eyes
feel
on the
that?
forehead.
There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
He really is.
Lyman doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. Alright. So, is this all we see of him? Potentially? Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? What is happening? What is happening? What is this footsteps? It's like he wanted us not to be here because something... Who is this? Who is this? This cannot be good. He's like doing like the... squeezing his like fingers into a fist. What?
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
What? No! No! No way!
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif.
What?
But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Twilight's...
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat
No
me
way!
first.
No way! What? What? If only we were able to play as Dainsleif here. If only... Are you gonna like help him?
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what...
Oh.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely
Weren't
calm.
they
Are they dreaming?
super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a
They're just
sudden?
chilling. They're camping. They're having a picnic. Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, They bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Oh?
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon. It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Oh, looks like another time where we're like locked in for the certain area in the map. I'm sorry, your picnic. Oh no. Oh no.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too.
They're having a little like...
You see,
like...
we're both still here.
We're still
We've
here.
reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
Love.
Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Sorrow? Because of the curse? Is that voice again?
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
They're just having like a little camping
In the end,
trip situation.
he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people.
Why does that...
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
Differentiates us shall be no more. It's like... Then he gone poof missing.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
I was like thinking, is it like cacao? But it's not.
Let's put the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late. Grandpa Amadea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
What?
Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as
you not know
usual
what
here in
Abyss
the
Order is?
village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Hmm? Someone's gone missing,
Yeah.
you say? Who would that be?
It's like...
Huh?
Is it their actual state? How they would be? Or is this a photo's memories of that person when they try to like... It's like they went to sleep and then the person is, as I said, no more. You don't remember.
Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
Yeah, I think it's only him.
Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
Yeah, it's not gonna be only him.
How is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
It's not gonna be only him. Can already tell that much.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's so early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Okay.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Yep.
Just as expected.
Yep.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Wait, now he knows.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
What?
They couldn't have gone far.
What? It's like in the past. What is happening?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Yeah, that could be a possibility, but I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. True. Given everything Dain mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's more likely that it's related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's going on? Is this gonna be one of those, like... Yep. Presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Wait.
Right.
Dude, are we actually...
I forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in
Could
someone
we
else's
be in someone's
memory.
memories?
Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Yeah, that'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right, that! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There is no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. It doesn't
If time
pass.
is allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a
Yeah,
bit!
it's been the same.
That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Shit! Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If you consider this in like a conjunction with what we already know, then question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Is it maybe a Tosa?
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Maybe? It's her?
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree!
Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Let's go! The tree!
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't.
It has like the same almost like type of outfit like that man from the Ada from Caribert Quest.
Me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and
oh yeah, he has kind of a nice. He's for NPC. Okay, Hoyle. Not bad, not terrible.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Yeah, he's like done like the poof thing.
Are
always,
those
like,
your friends over there?
Yeah, she doesn't know us then. Yeah. We finally found him, but why does it look like kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Yep.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Oh?
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh?
It cannot be the Caribert.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Would it?
I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you...
But it could.
some other time.
It cannot... Who are you? Who are you?
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Because you are... hand gloves. Factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Limb of Fate, and everything else. I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. I mean, yeah, it could be him too, but I want to see
Born to
Caribert.
abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Caribert Alberic.
No way!
You know me? That's quite the surprise.
I felt
I
like
don't
this
believe
is a
I've met you before.
continuation of the
Oh,
Hour Quest.
I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Oh? Wait! We're going into the memory too. What is this? What is this place? This looks so good. Is it? Okay. Am I able also to walk on the water here? Yep. Okay. The music too. Okay. Caribert. I cannot believe we actually... Oh my god. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, the time has finally arrived.
Yeah, it did. This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribert as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate.
Oh, he...
But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction, in truth. I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Wait. Caribert is that's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
Okay.
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So, what was the source of your ability to implant memories? Well, like, then wouldn't like...
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
At least it's reassuring that if like they like reach the ley line thing,
its existence cost me my life.
You're not like they're not able to like change the memory part. If I'm getting correctly, so the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
Oh?
I
guess?
Wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Aww.
As if I had a chance at life.
That's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat,
all these people.
Atosa.
Aww. Aww.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life, even if...
Oh, they were in the tree then.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
The outfit and stuff, in the end, this stems from the tragedy that occurred in Canria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
And hi, as I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. True, it really was. Like, they all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif? Twilight Sword, you mean?
Yep.
No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled? Happy birthday!
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this...
What does that mean?
Can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? What? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means that the Eye of the First Field Tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dain?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once.
But
a very thorough plan.
They never handed me the eye.
That's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh no. Wait, does that mean he gave Dain a false memory? He made him think that
before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
That's when! Remember he like glitched out.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
No way! No way! So when the Dane froze up back then, it was because of Hall's memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye.
No way.
Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary and took that memory to be real.
He's been tricked.
I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Get some good rest. So Dana had the eye this whole time until Abyss Order took it away. I am not sure there is anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
What is she planning to do for you,
ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal? What is your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Huh?
I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Okay.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment.
Carpet design is really
My
good.
goal was simple, to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Well, that was sad. So the thing caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Caribert's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had devices as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very
Because
right to exist within it.
suffered through the anguish himself.
Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps I think it was very
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago.
It's still there.
My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Aww. His goal was to give like the peace. Oh, it's a cutscene time. Oh boy. I think it's gonna give us something here. My god. I don't know why, like I wanna cry, Luki. It's like his goal was like so selfless. No, his thing from the father, no! His consciousness is basically disappearing.
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time.
What? What? Okay, I wanna... Is she like actually there, or is it just like a memory?
Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it.
How is she?
Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Oh.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Oh. Aww. So that's why basically.
Well, how about a conversation?
What? Wait, that was like out of it. I thought we like escaped it and we can talk with her. What?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Oh?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
But
Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning? What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time.
I believe we're just
before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the Cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
Wait, if Heavenly Principles were asleep, and we were trying to fool Heavenly Principles with Fontaine's story, does that mean those 500 years of Rena's suffering were kind of in vain? What? That cannot be right.
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon
destroy
the Divine Throne.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Well, yeah, because what happened then with Conria... Okay. That is rough, to be honest.
Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Oh, there we go.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Oh? Is that place basically shattering?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone,
no,
we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
That's so sad.
Tell me this now?
It's basically like the memories disappearing, like the glass shattering. It's like, aw, no, that's why they do this. Oh yo, no, that's so sad. I cannot believe they done this. And now we're not gonna have the recollection of this, which is like the saddest part. It's like so bittersweet because like we met like our sibling, but then it's kind of like
a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just
I kind of
bring us
low-key
back
hate
here.
this.
Oh, and Dane came
For
by
that.
just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert.
Okay.
He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Caribert and I talked for a while. He told me about the long of it. So why do we remember that?
Really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Caribert all along. We kinda suspected it from the beginning, low-key. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that, I can't seem to remember yet. That's fucked. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened but I can't remember. I'm not sure why, but almost feels like I lost something. Yeah, your important memories of your lost
there you are.
sibling.
Sleep well?
Bayram? You sure seem happy.
Well, more
Did
like...
something good happen?
I don't know. I cannot believe this!
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. Oh? According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager.
Oh?
There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That's how Caribert said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
And we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is his unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
It
was
like
pointless.
Everyone thinks Caribert left the village.
Well, it's not pointless to us, but it's pointless to travelers.
At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert is gone, the Limb of Faith is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
It's so, like, bittersweet.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Caribert now.
Oh,
honestly,
now she remembers?
I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him.
He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now he left just as quickly. If Caribert wants me to forget about the time we spent together, then I'm willing to try. I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade.
That is, yikes.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribert said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know,
or
if he has a heart,
makes your depression worse.
Maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahia with something, so I should head back.
Hoyo, thank you for helping me experience my
that should be it, right?
depressor.
Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Well, not really.
Right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Caribert?
Right, what was it that happened? I can't remember. But it feels like there was something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from?
Wait, did we get that, the thingy? What? What? Did we... What? No! From an unknown time. Group photo? What? No! No! Why? Hoyo! I'm not okay. A group photo from an unknown time. A precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow. Being taken by an unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. It's the fact that we've been like thrown this out. We've seen it, but we couldn't even like say anything as a traveler to this. And I'm actually mad that it's not a furnishing, because I would have expected it to be a furnishing. I did expect it to be a continuation of the Caribert quest, low-key. And I don't know, like, I was like kind of like jokingly saying Caribert, but then it was. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm like still placing all these things together. The fact that we were able to talk with our sibling was rather... I did not expect that we are actually gonna have a conversation to this level. I actually did not. However, I really wish we were able to remember afterwards the conversation that happened. Because it just feels illegal. It's like, because how are we like searching for answers if we are not like able to remember things that are like crucial for our journey? Dainsleif just like, he appeared out of nowhere and then he disappeared. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this quest. Please let me know what was your favorite moment. And how do you feel about the fact that we do not get to remember as a traveler this situation? And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube and check out my Twitch because I stream every Wednesday and Saturday there. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching on YouTube and take care. Bye YouTube. Bye.